Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King has great battle sequences. It has great emotional stakes. But the highlight of that story, the highlight of that film is the character resolutions in the third act of the movie. When the war's been won, when the ring has been destroyed. And one of the greatest character resolutions in Return of the King is for Frodo. I really appreciate something that not only Tolkien did, but that Peter Jackson kept in the film from that book. It's not doing this insulting thing at the end of a story where the character, aka Frodo, goes back to the Shire and he's just the same person he was at the start of the story. Frodo has been scarred by evil. His journey and his adventures were very different to Bilbo's. Yes, Bilbo went on adventures. Yes, Bilbo had to be a hero. Yes, Bilbo kept the ring for so many years, but he didn't try and push against the ring and the ring's wishes. He just kept it there. It kept him young. He basically didn't try and destroy the ring. But Frodo is going to Mordor. He's climbing up mountains and the hills and dealing with Gollum. Gollum and Frodo are two sides of the same coin. Gollum was found by the ring and he murdered his own friend for it. But the difference, because Gollum and his friend, that great reveal in Return of the King, the opening of the film, when, Gollum finds the ring, and or should we say Schmeagol, and he kills his friend for it. Greed takes Gollum over because he's weak-minded and he doesn't have a pure heart and he doesn't have soul. But of course, Frodo and Sam's relationship is very different. Frodo couldn't have achieved his goal without Sam. We can't achieve our goals in life without good people that care about us and love us by our side. But what I love about the resolution of Return of the Kings, it shows how scarred Frodo is by his adventures, by this journey. Sam isn't as scarred because he wasn't carrying the ring throughout the story. So I like that. I like that Tolkien is saying there's no going back to Frodo, for Frodo. He can't stay in the Shire. He's been shaped and scarred now. So he's still a good person. He's still our hero. He hasn't become a bad person or anything like that. He just can't stay in the Shire. Where Sam gets his reward, he, marries the girl of his dreams. He has a child or maybe children, I can't remember. But for Frodo, there's none of that. He's going away. His life is going to change. He just can't do it anymore. He's been changed forever. And it's this resolution that's always stuck in my mind from Return of the King. It's a bit like the monologue from Sam we spoke about yesterday in The Two Towers. It's those moments where Tolkien really did his stuff. He really got it. And these are timeless pieces of storytelling. And it's something we don't get in stories today. There's this kind of misconception that you can tell a character's story, take them through a journey and put them back where they left off. That you're doing the character a disservice if you do that. And what Tolkien does is say, this guy has been changed by what he went through. Who wouldn't be? As Frodo, we are people who go through life, who are uplifted by the good and scarred by the bad. There's nothing we can do about that. We just have to keep on walking up the hill to Mordor and destroy that ring, which is exactly what Frodo does. And in the end, we start off with a young man who's happy to live in the Shire. He's content with his life. But by the end of the story, and after everything he's seen and done, he can no longer be the person he once was. He's been changed forever. that's relatable, true, and it makes sense.